Osteoporosis at the age of 50 is one of the most serious conditions for you women, especially in older ages, and this is not just a problem with the calcium. This is one of the biggest mistakes that you make each day. Problem lies in something very different and very strange, and in today's video I'm going to explain everything that you need to know about the missing mineral that can cause your osteoporosis. Many women begin to notice changes in their body after 50. Their posture slowly starts to change. They feel stiffness in their back and the joints, and over time even simple movements become more uncomfortable. When they finally check the bone density, they are often surprised to hear that their bone have become weaker. What is even more confusing is that many of them have already taken calcium, vitamin D, and other supplements for the years, and they believe they are doing everything correctly, and yet the results are not there. This creates very important questions. If you are taking right supplements, why are your bones still getting weaker? And I work with the patients all around the world for a couple of decades, and osteoporosis is one of those conditions that really can damage your body, especially you women after 50 years and older, because osteoporosis is #1 reason of disability. And you don't have the minimum knowledge about osteoporosis and how you prevent it. This is video so crucial to understand and protect yourself. What is the mechanism? The answer lies in understanding how bone tissue actually works. And your bones are not static structures, they are constantly being broken down and rebuilt in a continuous cycle. For this rebuilding process to function properly, your body needs more than just the calcium. It needs a complete system of nutrients that support structure, stability, and proper mineral integration. And one of the most overlooked parts of this system is mineral that controls how calcium is used in the body. And without this mineral, calcium cannot properly enter the bone structure and cannot contribute to building strong bone and the bone tissue. And my dear viewers, #1 mineral that you really need to protect yourself against osteoporosis besides calcium, of course, is going to be magnesium. Those two minerals work perfectly in our body, and if you're missing one of them, you put yourself in the higher risk of developing osteoporosis, especially after the age of 50. And this is the key point. In many cases of osteoporosis after the age of 50, the problem is not just the lack of calcium, it is lack of magnesium. Magnesium plays a central role in the bone health because it regulates calcium balance, supports proper bone formation, and helps maintaining the structural integrity of the bone tissue. Without sufficient magnesium, calcium cannot function effectively, no matter how much of you take. To understand this better, you need to realize that magnesium is not just another mineral. It acts as a regulator inside the body. It helps control how calcium moves, how it's stored, and how it is used with different tissues. When magnesium levels are adequate, calcium can be properly incorporated into the bone matrix, where it contributes to the strength and stability. And if you didn't check already your calcium and magnesium levels in your body, especially after 50 years and older woman, please go to your doctor and check your magnesium and calcium level. And this is so crucial to understand. Calcium alone is not enough. You must take good quality calcium and magnesium each day with proper good quality food or best supplements in the world. However, when magnesium levels are low, the entire system becomes inefficient. Calcium may still enter the body, but it's not handled correctly. The coordination between minerals is lost, and the bone building processes become weaker and less effective over time. Magnesium is also directly involved in the activation of vitamin D, which is essential for the calcium absorption. Without enough magnesium, vitamin D cannot perform its role, and this is further reduced ability of the body to use calcium effectively. Many of you did realize that you need each day vitamin D, of course you need the calcium, and you need magnesium. And besides those three key nutrients, of course you need the vitamin K2, and this is the minimum of nutrients that you really need for protecting yourself against osteoporosis, my dear viewers. Here is a couple more information. When magnesium is activation of vitamin D is perfect, also with calcium, this creates a chain reaction. If you taking calcium and vitamin D regularly, but if magnesium is missing, the system cannot function as it should, and bone tissue does not receive the full benefit, and the rebuilding processes become slower and less effective. And over time, this imbalance contributes to gradual bone loss, even in people who believe they are following the correct approach. This is why magnesium is not optional when it comes to the bone health. It is the key part of the system that determines whether calcium will actually strengthen your bones or simply pass through your body without real effect. And magnesium is involved in hundreds of processes in the body, and one of the key roles is maintaining balance between the minerals. And a couple more really important information. This is what I see with my patient each day. My dear viewers, especially after the age of 50, your digestion is probably completely ruined. Probably 50, 60, 70 or 80%. Why? Because for the last couple of decades, you usually eat a lot of unbelievably unhealthy food. You have unhealthy diets, and one of the main contributors to your unstable or poor digestion is going to be taking each day chemical medications for many other conditions, maybe for osteoporosis. And if you develop digestion problems, your immunity is very low and your absorption of minerals and vitamins is so low. That's why you need to understand, besides calcium, besides magnesium, vitamin D and vitamin K2, you really need to take care of your digestion. You can take all of those minerals and vitamins in perfect food and perfect supplements, but if your digestion does not work properly, this is not going to work for you, my dear. This is so important for you to understand. If you want to protect your bones after the age of 50, it is essential to look beyond calcium and start taking it in terms of complete coordinated system, because the bone health is never a result of a single nutrient, but of how the entire body functions together over time. First, ensure your magnesium intake is sufficient, because without magnesium, calcium cannot be properly utilized. It is not just having magnesium present, but having enough it is consistently, so that your body can maintain balance and support the normal processes involved in building and maintaining bone tissue. Second, maintain a balance of key nutrients work together. That is so important information to understand. As I said before, calcium, magnesium, vitamin K2, vitamin D is crucial, but if you want to protect yourself even better and further, you must have good quality diet, you must exercise regularly, even if you are 50, 60, or 70 or 80 years old. If you have a sedentary way of life, your bone density is going to be a lot worse, my dear. This is so crucial for you to understand, because like 90%, 99.9% never realize. This is why I'm here for, my dear viewers, to explain you how you can protect yourself against any chronic disease of modern world. For the last 26 years, I'm helping patients all around the world to overcome chronic conditions, and my core specialty is going to be help you overcome spine chronic conditions like herniated discs, sciatica, and similar kind of degenerative disease of the spine. Also, my core specialty is going to help you overcome knee osteoarthritis, hip osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, osteoporosis, and similar kind of joint problems. And this is something I work extensively for almost 30 years. And here's what most people don't realize. Those conditions are often treated for the years with pain medications, injections, injections and surgeries, but the root cause is almost never addressed. That's why the pain keeps returning and conditions slowly getting worse. And my Mario Lab protocols are completely different. They are rooted in the modern medicine like physical therapy and rehabilitations, and most important part is going to be nutrition and natural remedies. And those my programs really can help you. And if you, for any country in the world, you can call my Mario Lab Center in Zagreb, Croatia on the phone number +385 989179 200. My programs are created 100% individualized based on conditions, medical findings and long-term goals. And you can come to my office, you can call my private phone consultations. I really believe I can help you. And if you want to learn a lot more about nutrition, special minerals, vitamins for your osteoporosis, watch my video right here. Thank you for following me, my dear viewers. See you next time. Bye bye.